यस्यान्तन्नादिमध्यं न हि करचरणं नाम गोत्रं न सूत्रं नो जातिर्नैव वर्णा न भवति पुरुषो नानपुंसं न च स्त्री नाकारं नो विकारं न हि जनिमरणं नास्ति पुण्यं न पापं तत्त्वं नो तत्त्वमेकं सहजसमरसं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। मौनव्याख्या प्रकटितपरब्रह्म तत्त्वं युवानं परिशिष्टान्ते वसदशिगणैरावृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दमूर्तिं स्वात्मारामं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे वेदान्तार्थविभासकाजिजतये शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादिनगेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततं पूर्णाय बोधात्मने अपारसच्चित्सुखवारिराशेः यस्योर्मिमात्रं वनं समस्तं गुहाहितं तं रमणं गभीरं चिन्ताविहीनं हृदि चिन्तयामि राकान्तिवदना नाकाधिराजस्तुता मूकानामपि कुर्वती सुरतीकाशवाग्वैभवम् श्रीकाञ्चीनगरी विहाररसिका शोकापहन्त्री सताम् एका पुण्यपरम्परा पशुपतेः आकारिणी राजते योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादि प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं मातामहौ मातरं च पितरं च पितामहौ मातुलं च गुरून् सर्वान् वन्देऽहं ज्ञानसिद्धये मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरं पीताम्बरं करविराजितशङ्खचक्रकौमोदकी सरसिजं करुणासमुद्रं राधासहायमतिसुन्दरमन्दहासं वातालयेशमनिशं हृदि भावयामि सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावधिभ्यां निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनरुरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं दत्तावद्भाति साक्षात् गुरुभवनपुरे भक्तभाग्यं जनानाम् गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्द गोविन्द जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम हर हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव सद्गुरु स्वामिनः जय। The Manushya Janma is unique among all the Jiva Rashis that are present in this whole wide earth. How is it different? The Shubhashitakara says, Ahara Nidra Bhaya Maithunani Samanyametat Pashubhir Narana Dharmo Hitesham Adhiko Visheshaha Dharmena Hina Pashubhis Samana. Ahara, Nidra, Bhayam and Maithuna. These four things. What are the four things? Ahara, food. Nidra is sleep. Bhaya is fear. And Maithuna is cohabitation. These four are common among both animals and human beings. And these four are natural processes. So most of our activities are towards these four things. If nature were to take its course and the animals do only these four things, they either scout for food, it's hunting, being hunted, one of these things. So it is for food, a lot of effort goes towards food. Even humans ourselves, a lot of effort, a lot of our time goes towards making and earning for food. Ahara. The second is sleep, whether it is a comfortable sleep or a sleep somewhere. Sleep is necessary. It forms a huge part of our life. Almost 1/3 of our lives is sleep. Ahara, nidra. Third is bhaya, fear. Most of our inventions and many of our discoveries are due to fear. Why do we build a house? Why do we take shelter? Why do we wear clothes? All is due to the fear of weather, fear of animals, fear of other things. So because of the fear, there is innovation, there is other desires. So a lot of things come out of fear, the natural emotion of fear. Ahara, nidra, bhaya. The fourth is maithuna, the reproduction that happens. To continue the lineage is a natural urge for everyone. So these four are samanya, they are common to both Pashubhihi and Narayana. For both animals and human beings, these are common. So what is it that is special that makes a human being a human being? What is it that differentiates this species from all the other species? Why is Manushyatva considered so important and fortunate? Dharmo hi desham adhiko visheshaha. Dharma is used in the widest sense here. The path of good, path of being righteous, the understanding between right and wrong. Doing something with a long-term goal, not with just a short-sighted vision. So all these are included in the term dharma. The main point there is viveka, knowing what is right and what is wrong. So only humans have this idea of having a long-term gain for short-term pain. We do something with a very long term in our minds. So if you have to go to a job and earn something, it starts from childhood. You study for about 15, 20 years to do that. So all that you're putting in a lot of effort. And the fruit is gained over the many decades later. So if you want to put yourself under a program, you want to reduce your weight or you want to increase the fitness in your body, you have to put in a lot of effort to do that. To do consistent exercise, you have to keep control over your diet and all of these things. So this kind of a planning of reaching something with some pain in between is a specialty for humans. So this is what we call as viveka and dharma. What is good? So all other animals are impelled only by desire. They want something, they will do that come what may. It does not matter. So whether it hurts the other person, whether you have to show compassion. Compassion other animals is only towards their own clan, probably their own family. But here we have compassion, we have that emotional compassion towards everyone. So whether that person uses it in the right way or not is what differentiates him, whether he is a dharmika person or an adharmika person. But the way of thinking in both ways, oh, what would that person feel? What would the other person think? What would the other animal feel? So this way of mirroring the feelings onto the other person is unique to the human race. That is the differentiation between both, says the Subhashitakara. Dharmo hi desham adhiko visheshaha. It is the unique special quality among human beings. Dharmena hinaha. Those who are bereft of this quality, those who do not have this quality, are equal to animals. Pashubhihi samana. There is no difference between animals and these people. So the important thing for human beings, who are in this human birth, is for us to strive towards dharma, strive towards viveka, nitya vastu viveka, that which is eternal and that which is temporary. We have to catch on to that eternal and give up what is temporary. In the Krishna Avatara, we see Krishna comes across so many animals, all in the form of asuras. So all these asuras have taken different forms of animals. So what does this tell us? That each of them have the previous vasana in them. Each of this asura has a previous vasana that he was probably that animal and something very close to being that animal. In the humans itself, so all of us have come through so many births in various species, and we are fortunate by the punya we have got, we have gained this human form. In some people itself, you can see more of animal qualities than human qualities. So they will be able to imitate animals very well. That is because of the Purva Janma Vasana. We have been those already. And so that kind of Vasana is coming out. It is shown here, it is mirrored. These Asuras similarly, they are taking various forms depending on their own Purva Janma Vasanas, and they are trying to capture Krishna. So when you have these animal tendencies within you, what you have to do is, instead of giving into those animal tendencies, we have to give the same animal tendencies at the feet of Bhagavan. It might be a very bad tendency, but if you say, even this I give it unto you, I do it for the sake of Bhagavan, then Bhagavan says, even that I will take from you and I will give you Paramapada. I will give you moksha, even if those animal tendencies are with you. That is what is seen in all these various stories of these Rakshasas assuming various forms. We have seen Bakasura and Vatsasura, the one in the form of a crane, the one in the form of a cow. And we will see many more. But this is the idea behind them, that their animal tendencies are being washed away. And then Manushyatva is being there. And when Manushyatva comes, it becomes Brahman. There is only Sat there. It becomes that Atma. There is no more unnecessary tendency once Bhagavan has touched you. If the Purna Manushyatva has come, then that Paro Dharma, the biggest dharma, comes into this person, it's Asangatva, and he becomes Mukta Purusha. That Mukta Dharma descends onto him by the grace of Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is gracing all these asuras here. Previously, we have seen the saying of Vatsasura and Bakasura in the 50th Dashakam, one in the form of a cow and the form of a crane. Now we move on to the story of Aghasura, Dashakam 51. Kadachanam Prajashishubhis samam bhavan vanashane vihitamatif pragetaram samavruto bahutaravat samandalaihi sate maneer niragamadisha jemanihi. Kadachanam Prajashishubhihi. So we have seen that Krishna has started grazing with all the calves. These young children, younger Gopas, are given the responsibility of grazing the calves. So along with all his friends, all of the same age, around the same age, Radhashishubhihi, with his friends, he went to the forest. So this day, this particular day, they all decided, previous day, they made a plan and decided that they would go on a picnic deep into the forest. They would pack lunch, they would take various kinds of eatables, each one pack a different eatable, like kind of a potpourri, and they would go there and have fun. They would take the calves also for grazing. At the same time, each one from their own homes, they get different types of things to eat, and they will all have fun. They will share with each other and they will eat. So Vanashane, they wanted to go to the forest and have a sunlight dinner. Sun, moonlight, right in the middle of the afternoon, they will have a lunch, a picnic lunch they wanted to have. So they had all planned, Vihitamatihi. One with each one they discussed and they had previously planned. So that morning they had already told their family at home, and their mothers packed different kinds of eatables for them and they gave. Pragetaram, early in the morning they rose, because they had to go deep into the forest, not just little away. They wanted to go deep into the forest and have this lunch. So they went there. Sama Amrito Bahutaravat Samandalai. With a lot of groups of cows, they went into the forest. Sate Manir Niragamadisha Jemani. Buttertree again rhymes with himself. Temanihi Jemani. Temana means the condiments and curry, whatever is there along with rice. All those are called temana. In Tamil we call it tottukal. Whether it is sambar or chutney or togel, put, all these things along with, those are called temanas. Jevana is the cooked rice. The cooked rice along with everything to eat. So each one has got a different item. So one person gets cooked rice, or others get various eatables, and they will all mix and have it together. Sadevanayat niragamadisha jevanaihi iniryatas tavacharanam bujadvayade udanchitam tribhuvana pavanam prajaha maharishayam ulakadharai kalebaraihi uduhire thridabhavadi khadotsavaha. As Krishna went out of Vrindavana along with his friends and all the cows, from his feet arose the dust from the ground. As he is walking, the dust arises from the ground. And what is the dust? Bhattatri gives a Visheshana here. Tribhuvana Pavanam Prajaha. The dust which could purify all the three worlds. That kind of a dust which is coming off your feet as you are walking. All the Maharishis, they are standing there and they want to take those specks of dust and put it on their own head. With the dust and on Savaha, they are so overjoyed by just seeing you walk like this among the other Gopas. Avirala Shadvale Tale Pracharayati. As you were grazing these cows in the place with thick grass, nice grasses, lush green grass is there. Pashun Vibho Bhavati Samam Kumaraki. Along with all other Gopas, as you were happily grazing the cows, the calves over there, there came Aghasura. Nyaruna Aghaya Vartani. Agha means Papa, means sin. So he came and blocked your path specifically for the sinning itself. Aghasuro Nyarunadagha Yavartani Ayanakaha Sapadi Shayanaka Akritihi. Shayanaka Akritihi means why he took the form of a snake, of a huge python. So he came and blocked the way, specifically for troubling you, and he wanted to probably destroy you in some way or other. He came with that plan in his mind and he blocked your way. Mahachala Pratimata Nor Ubanibha Prasarita Prathita Mukhasya Kanane. That forest, he opened his mouth so huge. When he came, these boys did not see him. So he stood in such a place, deep into the forest they have gone, they are not close to the ghost also, they are not close to their village. So he stood in such a place where he knew they would come, but they have not seen him coming and setting himself up. So he took a form of a very huge python, almost like a huge mountain, and he opened his mouth, the python's mouth. So when these young boys went there, they felt it was like a cave. It's a nice huge cave within a mountain. So maybe we can go inside here and have the picnic today, within the cave of this mountain. So Mahachala, huge mountain. Guhanibha Prasarita. His mouth was open like that of a cave inside the forest. Mukhodaram Viharanakautukadgataha. These young cowherds, they entered that mouth thinking it is a nice cave. Let us go have fun there. Let us enjoy over there. Kumaraka Imapi Vidudagethvayi. And Krishna had just gone some other way. He was trying to explore some other part. These boys went inside this cave. What they thought to be a cave. Then Krishna realized these fellows have not followed him and he turned this way. Pramadata Pravishadi Parnagodaram. Pramadata means without knowing. An illusion. You go into a forest, You do not know everything that is there. There may be anything that is dangerous. So, without having full knowledge of what is there, just assuming it is going to be good, and they just entered. They entered into the stomach of the python without knowing. From the mouth, they straight entered. But as soon as they entered inside, so much heat. First, they assume that cave you enter might either be quite cool or it might be hot. It's never the same as that which is outside. It started heating up. The whole surrounding is heated up. So they've gone inside along with their calves. So the calves and themselves, they started burning. Krishna, you also entered right behind them, understanding that they have gone inside. So you wanted to protect them and you wanted to kill the Asura. So you also followed them. To protect all these cowherds who had surrendered to you completely. Galodare Vipulita Varshmana Tvaya Mahorage Dukhati Niruddha Marute Drutam Bhavan Vidalita Kantha Mandalaha Vimochayan Pashupapashun Vinivyayon. When you entered that huge python's neck, Vipulita Varshmana Galodare, as you went inside, you increase the size of your body. Python is a huge mountain. The cave is also quite big. When Krishna went inside, he increased the size of his own body. Like how Hanuman in Sundarakanda, you see, whether for Surasa or Sipika, he goes there and he keeps increasing the size of himself. And then you go inside and, hey Krishna, you started increasing the size of his body so that so the snake also breathes through its throat. The nostrils are connected to its throat. You increase your size so much that you just stop. The snake could not breathe anymore. It was just suffocated, completely suffocated in that throat, wherever the breath goes in, right there like a valve. You just increased your size so much, and his breathing was obstructed. He started suffocating. Because of suffocation, he started breathing. He could not bear it. He was so suffocated, and then right there, you just tore his throat across, so that the cave which was too big became. He tore the throat, and then all of them, after Aghasura died in this way, Krishna also exited along with everyone else. He protected all of them along with the boys and cattle. All of them came out of there unharmed. Shanandi Vidpadupagamardhamastitam Mahasura Prabhava Maho Mahat Vidilgade Tvagitu Namanjasa Nabhastale Nandruturatho Jagusuraha. As I said, all these asuras who were coming, Purvasara, they have assumed these forms. But by Bhagavan's grace, by his own touch, all that Purvasara gets washed away. And light emanated out of Aghasura, became one with Lord Krishna. It just waited in the sky for a second, and then it became one with him. It waited in the sky for 1 second. Shanandivitpadu Bhagamartha Mastitam. For Krishna to exit from there, it waited in the sky. So Krishna was still inside the python, and that light that emanated from Aghasura's dead body, it stayed there. And then as soon as Krishna exited, it just merged into him. And seeing this, all the celestials, all the devas, they were extremely happy and they praised him. And the Apsara started dancing in the heavenly abodes. Naduturatho Jagusuraha Sadismaihi Kamalabhavadibhisuraihi Anudrutas Tadanugata Kumarakaihi. Even Kamalabhava, Kamala means lotus, one who is born from the lotus, Brahma. Brahma himself was surprised by this. So, very different this whole Krishna Avatara is. They have not seen this kind of Bhagavatva before. The whole Leela that Bhagavan is showing, so he is so surprised. Sadisvaihi Kamalabhavadibhi Suraihi Anudrataha Tadanugata Kubarakaihi. So they are following this guide says they are following whatever Krishna is doing. Dine punas taruna dasha mupe yushi swakayir natanuta bhojanotsavam. Now they have all, whatever tiffin and everything they have packed in their hands, all the different boxes they have got, they found a nice spot to sit probably under a tree, and they decided to have lunch. And Tarunadasham Upayushi. The day has become youthful, meaning it is almost midday. The day has grown and grown, it has turned youthful. The beauty of the verses can be understood when we start understanding the Samskrita itself. Ine punaha tarunadasham upayushi. When the day became youthful, it had almost become midday. Morning we call it, the day is just born. Early morning is the day, is the day's birth. And this right at the middle of the day is the day's youth. And as it goes towards Pradosha and evening, the day slowly reduces, it goes away. Swakayir bhava natanata bhojanotsavam. The bhojana itself is an utsava. Eating itself became happy, joyous activity. All of them sitting together, having fun and talking to each other, having lunch. Vishanikamapi muralim nitambake niveshayam kapalatharakkaram puje prahasayam kalavachane kumarakane ubhojitha didishaganeer mudanutaha. Vishanikamapi. Vishanika is the horn. The horn is where all these boys they blow sound. So some kind of horn will be there of some animal. You make a hole this side and probably the other side. You can blow through it and you can start trumpeting. You can make different sounds with it. So that is called a Vishanika. So Krishna also had this. So he fixed the horn in his waistband. Whatever Bodhyana that they have, he fixed it there. Vishanika, Mapi, Murali, his flute also he fixed it. So on one side he fixed the flute, the other side he fixed the horn. Nitambake, Niveshayam, Kabalatharakkaram Buje. All the boys are sitting around him in a circle, and he goes right into the center of the circle with a ball of food in his hand. Kabalatharaha. Prahasayam, Kalavachani, Kumarakane. Each of them is speaking happily, pulling somebody's leg, making some humorous comments. And all of these boys, whatever, however they would speak, having fun. Kalavachani Kumarakane. You ate with all of these young cowherds and all the devas in the world. They are seeing you. And they are also praising you. They are all kind of feeling jealous of Brahma. Later is going to come and say, oh, what great fortune for these boys. So the same shloka in Bhagavata, you can see that is one of the famous shlokas in Bhagavata, and all the Mahatmas, they go on explaining. That is where the whole of Murti of Krishna is such a beautiful picture that Shuka also paints. The same thing Bhattatri has painted here. Vibhratvenum jadarapatayoho shringametre chakakshe. That Venu, that Shuka says, he put the Venu on top of his head. So Krishna has tied a turban. With the cloth, he ties a turban. And he puts that Venu, that is the flute, he has stuck it in his turban. Vibhratvenum jatarapatayoho. Or you can also say he probably has tied his hair up, and within the hair he has kept the flute. Shringavetre chakakshe. The shringa is again this horn that they use, and another stick that they have to herd the cows. So to herd the cows, you always have a stick. So both that stick and the horn he has fixed into his pitambara. Shringavetre chakakshe vame panu masranakabalam. On his left hand, he has put the curd rice or whatever rice his mother has given him. Masranakabalam, he has that. Now each of the fingers, he has a different kind of fruit. Something to eat along with that rice. Different curry and something he has on each of those fingers. Masranakabalam tatphalan yangulishu. So like this, that is how they describe that whole form. The same thing, the same, whatever the shloka of compressed form. Swarge loke vishati bhuje yajna bhukvalageli. All those people there, the devas, usually they don't even, they never close their eyes because they are called animesha. They do not have eyelids, so they never blink. That's why they are called animesha. Similarly, so now anyway they are seeing so rarely that they are not even blinking their eyes. Sukhashanam prihatava gopa mandale. Happily you are eating among this gopa mandala, among these cowherds, you are happily eating. I do not even know whether you were so happy as a makhashana. Makha means yajna. So ashana means to eat. Here you are sukhashana. You are happily having food along with these boys. When you are in Devaloka, when you are in Vaikuntha, you are makhashana. That time whatever sacrifices happen here, all the ahutis come to you. Sarvadeva Namaskara, sacrifice and all the ahutis that are done here, all of them go to Narayana. So there in Vaikuntha, you are the eater of the yajnas. That is all the ahutis that come into the yajna, you take all of them in. So you are makhashana. But I do not know, maybe here it is more happy here than there for you. Sukhashanam trihatava gopa mandale makhashanate priya mandale itistutas tidashavarayat jagatpate. Like this, all the devas started praising Lord Krishna, seeing his sport, his leela here on the earth. Marupuri nilayakadat prabhahima. Oh Marupuri nilaya, oh Guruvayurappa, please eradicate all my ailments. Please protect me from all my ailments. But prays to him and continues with the 52nd Dashaka. Anyavatarnikareswanirikshitam te bhumatirekamaभिvikshya tada ghamokshe brahma pariksitu manas savarokshabhavam inyethavatsaga pravitatyamayam anyavatarnikareshu. That which was never seen in other avatars before, as I said previously. Bhagavan, if you see in Bhagavata also, Krishna Avatara is unparalleled. So we have so many stories. Bhagavata itself says, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Even Balarama is an avatar, we will see. Yuvayor Visheshaha Patatri will say. So here it is a complete avatar of Bhagavan. So that those kind of divine leelas which was not seen in any other avatara before. Brahma himself has been the starting point for avatara. So Varaha avatara came right through Brahma's nose. From Brahma's nose only avatara happened. So Brahma came from Narayana, Varaha came from Brahma's nose. So he has seen every avatara of Bhagavan before. But this Krishna avatara is something surprising and totally not something that has been seen before. So that is why he is very surprised. Anyavatara nikareshu adirikshitam, never seen before. Bhumatirekam. Atireka means that exaggerated, one atishaya, one greatness that has not been seen before. Abhivikshya, especially during this Aghamoksha. Aghasura has been killed now. It just becomes big that he kills Aghasura. Brahma parikshitu manaha. Brahma suddenly felt, I should test this person. So he is testing his own origin. Brahma parikshitu manaha saparokshabhavam ninyetavatsagaganan pravitatyamayam. So he uses his own Maya Shakti and he makes all the calves disappear. All these fellows are grazing, but they're happily having food. They let the calf graze on one side. They just have one eye on them. And these people are sitting in a circle and they let the calves pee on themselves. Then these fellows are sitting like that. Brahma made all the calves disappear. By his own Maya, he took them away. Vatsan avikshya vivashe pashupotkaretan anetuka dhadrumata anuvarti vamsami bhukta kabalo gatavamstadani bhuktam stirojita saroja bhavak kumarane. Vatsan avikshya. Suddenly all of them realized in between they saw all the calves are missing, not even one calf is seen. They became a little tense, the young boys. So they have to take back and show their parents we brought the calves home safely. Then Krishna said, I will go get the calves, do not worry. You all keep eating happily. I will just go that side and get the calves. Bhattatri says, you wanted to play along with Brahma, that is why you went away. These fellows you went. You could have taken a couple of boys along and he could have said, come, let us all go search. No, Krishna said, you all stay here, you keep eating. I alone will go and get the calves back. I will see where they have all gone. Anetu Kamaha, you went alone. How did he go? Sami Bhutta Kamala. You've seen the same Sami before. Sami Pita. He just drunk half the milk there. Now rice. He has eaten only half the rice, and with the same whatever half is remaining, he's taking that and going. Sami Bhutta Kamala. Half eaten rice, he is moving. Krishna went to the other side to search these. Saroja Bhavaha, who Kamala Bhavaha, Brahma, he came there and he made these boys disappear. He took these fellows away. Somewhere he took them and he put them to sleep. He put them in Samadhi. They all were unconscious and they were in one state over there. Saroja Bhava Kumaran. Now Krishna returns. He didn't find the calves there. Now he returns. He knows this is the play of Brahma. So he was expecting that these fellows also will not be here. Brahma has disappeared with both the cowherds and the calves. Both are not to be seen. Only Krishna is there. On this particular day, Balarama did not accompany them. The day of Aghasura Moksha, this whole thing, this whole victory happens on the day when Balarama does not accompany them. Probably he felt sick, or he felt victory is not for me. I'm a little elderly, victory is not for me, and he didn't come. So that particular day, Brahma, therefore, Balarama also does not know that Brahma played such a trick. What did Krishna do? Vatsayitaha Tadanu Gopagana Idastum Shikyadi Bhanda Murari Gavaladi Rupaha Pragvati Hritya Vipineshu Chira Yasayam Toma Yayatha Bahutta Brajama Yayatha Vatsayitaha, you became all the cows. Tadanu Gopagana Idastum, you became all the cowherds also. Shikyadi Bhatta Murali Gavaladi Rupaha. Shikyadi, all the pots and the sticks and horns and the flutes, everything that they had got, everything you only became. Shikya means these vessels that they got. All of them had got, each of them had got vessels, special vessels for all the food that they had bought. You became that. You became the sling, so they had to wear something to get the pot and carry it along. You became that also. At this right in the middle of the afternoon, while they were eating, Brahma has disturbed all these fellows. So he cannot go home immediately. Krishna cannot go home immediately. Only evening 5 o'clock, around the time of sunset, he has to go back. So he became all these cows and cowbirds, and then he started playing with himself. And so, however, they used to play and have fun every day. All those playthings, Krishna started doing with himself. And that cowherd is also Krishna, this cowherd is also Krishna. So this cowherd plays with that cowherd and then they fight amongst each other also. All that Krishna himself is doing. Slowly in the evening, you went back to Praja in the evening. You yourself, who were both inanimate and animate objects, not only living beings, he had to become everything. You became the vessel and Gavala and everything. Who had taken the form of all these things. Not only human beings, you have to become the calves also. You are the cowherd and you are the cow. Pashuvatsakavadarupaha Gorupinibihi Api Gopavadhumayibihi. These calves have to go to their mothers, which are the cows, and all these young boys will go back to their mothers, the gopikas in their own homes. So Gorupinibihi Gopavadhumayibihi Asaditosi Janani Virati Praharshat. That particular day, all these cows and the mothers, they feel a special love towards the young children and the young calves that are coming back. Ati Praharshat. They receive them with extreme joy. There is a lot of elation that is there. Jivam hi kanchid abhimana vashat svakiyam matva tanu jagiti ragabharam bahantyaha. So, some assuming this to be some jiva, assuming to be normal jivatma, they bore great attachment towards their own children. Both the cows and the gopikas, they bear a great attachment. But because now Bhagavan has taken this Vishwarupa, they have a special this thing there. Atmanamevatu bhavantamavapyasunum. Who are you? Who are the Atma of everyone? That Atma has taken this form and it has come there. So why do we like anything else? Because it is ourselves. Atma va priyaha bhavati. Natu anyaha. Natu daraha darartham priya bhavanti. Atmartham sarve priya bhavanti. Like that in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, whatever is said, that Atmanamevatu bhavantamavapyasunum. That young child, Krishna himself has come as the child. Pritim yayurna kiyatim vanitascha gavaha. So what amount of love did they not get? So much love they had towards Bhagavan himself. This is one kind of Vishwarupa of Bhagavan. This is a very this Leela, especially the Brahma Mohana Leela, has a lot of philosophical stuff put into it. So much we have to understand there. Bhagavan, when we think of Bhagavan, usually it comes as some God who is different from us, who is sitting there, who is probably controlling all of us, who is doing the samhara and everything. Here, Bhagavan is showing that he is no different. He is our Atma itself. That's why it says Atmanamevatu bhavantam avapya. And when we say Bhagavan, we only see, we say we should see Bhagavan in all the creatures. And to a certain extent, we say we should show compassion towards all the creatures because everything is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is saying not only creatures, even inanimate things is Bhagavan himself. Whether it is the horn or the vessel or the foot or whatever is tied on the cow is there. There will be a rope tied around the cow's neck. So all these things, whether it is the flute, the stick that they are carrying, all the clothes that they are wearing. So each person will not come from the same kind of family. So some might have poor clothes, some might have very rich clothes, some might be from mothers who are very loving, some might have some other problems. So if a fellow is limping, Krishna should become the person who is limping. If the person is a little slow, Krishna should be slow. He becomes this whole Vishwarupa. The same Vishwarupa that was, the way Arjuna saw it was very different. That was a Ghora Vishwarupa. This is a very Priya Vishwarupa. Everywhere Bhagavan himself is there. See, we say that all the world is Maya. It is all an illusion only, we say. When we say it is an illusion, we think suddenly there comes a concept that Bhagavan is something that is different from this world. Okay, this world is something that I have to give up. I have to give up this world. There should be Vairagya and Uparati. Like a sannyasi, I should not do anything in this world and I should go towards Bhagavan and I should catch hold of him. He is somewhere outside of this world. That is the notion that is being cut off here. Bhagavan is not something outside of this world. So there is a talk by Swami Vivekananda also, seeing God in everything. We gave this in London in 1896. The point of Vedanta is not to throw this world away and show you a different God. So it is not that the God is only the creator, sustainer, and destroyer of this creation, Jagat. That is not the definition of God. When that definition is given for God, it is to say that everything that you are seeing is that Brahmavastu. It is not different from that Brahmavastu. So to show that none of this creation is different from himself, Krishna has taken all this off. In Brahma Sutra, there is a sutra called Lokavattu Leela Kaivalyam. This whole Loka, Lokavattu Leela Kaivalyam. It is just like a sport for Bhagavan, says. So why should Bhagavan create this whole world? Was the question there in Brahma Sutra. That is the context. Why should Brahma become this Jagat? Only because the Jagat is there, we are in the samsara, we are going through so many difficulties. Why should this ever exist at all, first of all? So different kinds of answers were given. First, it is like for Bhagavan, creating this world is not, it is not because of some desire or something that is creating this world. There is nothing for him to attain by creating this world. We all do some work because we want to get something. We have some desire, we want to fulfill that desire, so we do something. Bhagavan is not like that. He is Aptakama. All his desire, he has no desires at all. So why would he create something? So then they say it is just a leela. So even it might not be a specific desire, but even it's just a sport. You can so easily, it's the child's play. The work of the left hand, daye haath ka khel, you would say. It's just a leela of Bhagavan. It's his sport. That is why he is created. Even they go even beyond the dancer. He says it is just the swabhava of Brahman. That Brahma Vastu that is there. So any Vastu, Brahma Vastu has only two states. One is Vyakta and the other is Avyakta. Vyakta is, it could either be in the form of the samsara, or it could be just as the Brahma Vastu, just as that Satchidananda Swarupa. It could be only in either of these two states. So it is either in this state or in that state. So that is the swabhava, it is the nature of Brahman to be like this. So that is why there is Srishti. Srishti is not in Brahman. You are the one with your avidya, you are seeing this Srishti. Because of your ignorance, you are putting the Srishti on Brahman like you are seeing a snake on a rope. The snake does not exist on the rope, but you are assuming that there is a snake on the rope. Similarly, Brahman is not this whole, Brahman has not changed into the Srishti. Brahman is existing as it is. You, because of your ignorance, you assume, because of the illusion, you have created this whole Srishti. But what is there, all through and everything through, is Brahman only. Even beyond this, Bhagavad Pada in the end, he says, this Jagat is there for you to see that everything is Brahman, for you to understand that there is nothing other than Brahman. That is why this whole Jagat is there. Whether it is positive or negative or neutral or anything, whether it is beautiful or ugly, whether it is something that you like or you don't like, everything is that Brahma Swarupa. That kind of Brahma Mohana Leela, the Brahman, the Brahma Vastu is showing Chaturmukha Brahma over here that I will become everything. I am already everything. You have just made those people disappear. I am the Atma within them also. And Brahma is the Srittikarta for this world. He is playing in the Srittikarta of Brahma itself. The one who created Brahma, can't he create this? So whatever Brahma created is probably duplicate. Whatever Krishna created, even though it is the actual duplicate, see all these gopis, they are feeling more love towards that because he is Atmanam Akhilatmana. For the whole world, he is Atma. We have the maximum Priti. Ananda emanates only from here. Priya comes only from Atma, from nowhere else. Tasya priyame vashiraha modo dakshina pakshaha pramoda uttara pakshaha Ananda Atma. The Atma is Ananda Swarupa. From that comes Priya, Moda and Pramoda. So this Priya that we have towards anybody, anything or person in this world is what emanates from here. Atma vai Priyaha. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. This Atma Vastu is there in the Satchidananda Vigraha as Krishna, and that Atma Vastu, now when it has taken the form of all the Gopas and all the calves, they feel lot of love towards it. It is unconditional, unhindered, unbridled love. It is so much, just overflowing of that Preeti. Preetim yayurna kiyatim vanitascha gavaha evam pratikshana vijrumbhita harshabhara nishesha gopagana lalita bhuri murtim pratikshana. Every moment is filled with that preeti. Vijrumbhita harshabhara, he says, that bhara, so much harsha, it's just overflowing with joy. Nishesha gopagana lalita bhuri murtim. So these 3 days there was only one Krishna, and each one had to come here and see. But this now during this Brahma Leela, each gopi has their own Krishna. They don't have to go to Yashoda's house to catch hold of Krishna. They have their own Krishna. Each cow has her own Krishna. And they are all playing with them and having so much ananda. Swamagrajo vibhubhute kilavatsarante. So like this goes on for one whole year. This Brahma Mohan Leela goes on. Brahmatmano Ravi Mahan Yuvayor Visheshaha. So even Balarama, only at the end of 1 year, kind of felt something was wrong. So why is it that there is so much pity that is coming out of everyone. There's so much love in everyone over here. Something has gone on. Slowly he started realizing. It was almost 1 year by the time Balarama realized. Here is where Bhattatri says, Dvayor Vishesha. Even though both of you are the avatar of Bhagavan himself, even then you are the Purna Avatara. You are Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. He is a Amsha Avatara. Therefore, even he could not find out for so long that you had taken the form of everything that Brahma had made to disappear. Varshavadho Navapuratana Vatsapalane Drishtva Viveka Matrane Druhine Vimudhe. What happens is, Brahma, he went and hid these fellows, and he just went to Brahmaloka and he returned. He did not take a long time. But the time in Brahmaloka, the way time goes and the way time goes here is totally different. So he just went there for a moment and came back. By the time almost a year here had passed, he came here and he saw, he became confused. There are two copies now. He does now all the Vatsas, whoever he had made disappear, all the cowherds and calves are here also. And he just saw them there also, wherever he had hidden them. Now he is confused that this is the original copy and that is the original copy. Viveka-masane druhine vimudhe. Sometimes you see an artist or somebody, when they make a copy, the copy is better than the original. Because Krishna is the original creator, his creation is far better than Brahma's creation. Brahma's creation, there are a lot of defects. The main defects being that Preeti was not there always. In Krishna's creation, everybody is filled with love and joy. So he became vimudhe. He does not know what is happening. He is confused. Nava Purahatana, his old and new creation. Between these two, he is confused. Pradidrisha Pradinaman Makutan Gadadi Bhushams Chadur Yujas Sajalam Budabhane. To do away with Brahma's confusion, to show that this is not your creation, or whoever you have hit, they are the original. All these are my own rupa. To clearly show him that, when Brahma started seeing all of them, he could see the Narayana Swarupa in each of them. All of them are with Pitambara, all of them have the crown on their head, and all of them are with 4 hands. Makuta Angadadi Bhushams Chaturbhujanjaha. Just how Narayana would seem in Vaikuntha, the Guruvayurappan same layer, Pitambaram, Karaviraj, Shankachakra, that same Murti, he could see in everyone. All of them had that kind of a Murti. Sajalam, Buddha, Bhavana, all of them were Neela Kalavara, all of them the dark hued Krishna's hue, all of them the Pitambara, when he saw, then he understood all these are Bhagavan himself. Bhagavan himself has taken so many forms, and Brahma, he understood. Pratyekameva Kamala Parilalitangane. However, each of these vatsas, each cowherd, Kamala Parilalitangane, the forms that Krishna has taken, each of them has a separate Lakshmi. And Lakshmi is holding the feet there. It's almost like Vaikuntha Darshana. Not one single Vaikuntha Darshana, multiple Vaikuntha Darshana for Brahma over here. Kamala Paridalitangan. Kamala means Lakshmi. Bhogindra Bhoga Shayanane. All of them are sleeping on Ananta Shesha. Bhogindra is Ananta Shesha. And all of them are happily enjoying, lying down. Nayana Abhiramane. They are so beautiful to look at. You can just keep seeing them. They give so much beauty to the eyes of the beholder. Nayana Abhiramane. Ilani Nilita Drishaha. That so many forms, all of the forms, they just close their eyes. Like Vishnu's Yoga Nidra. Each of them is in that Yoga Nidra sthiti. Sanakadi Yogi Vyase Vidane. All of them are being praised and they are being served by Sanaka and other yogis there, which we will see in the last, in Vaikuntha Darshana, we would see all the yogis are there around Narayana when he is lying on the serpent. All of them are serving him. That kind of Darshana, Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma had. Narayana Kritim Asankyatamam Nirikshya. Asankyatama, innumerable forms of Narayana he is seeing now. Because everything, each cow, each calf, each cowherd has become Narayana. So see so many innumerable forms of Narayana. Sarvatra Sevakamapi Swamavekshya Dhata. Went on seeing all these Sanakas are there. Immediately, each of those forms of Narayana, Brahma himself is serving. In each of those forms of Narayana, he can see himself on the lotus. He became completely, he surrendered himself over that. The Maya, the illusionary power of Bhagavan, Sarvatra Sevakamapi, Swamapekshya Dhata, Maya Nimagra Hridayaha. He was overpowered by that Maya. That power of Bhagavan, he was overpowered. Vimumo Hayavati, he just drowned in that. Eko Babhu Vitada Kamalarthavanihi. As he was trying to make sense of all of this, immediately, in an instant, Bhagavan stood there with half-eaten bowl of rice in his hand. Only half-eaten, that rice, whatever, however he went searching for the boys. Similarly, after 1 year in the same state, he is standing now. All the thousands of forms of Narayana just vanished, and he is standing there, the young boy, the 6-year-old boy, is standing there with remaining rice in his hand. This whole thing, when they were 5 years old, they went for this picnic. All these boys, they came back, and only when they are 6 years old, they're telling this story to their parents. Because 1 year they were absent. This is how Shuka starts the story. Here, Bhattatri has not given the context of the story. Balya, what Balya is the time between up to 5 years is called as Balya. Pauganda is between 6 to 10 years. Shuka says, whatever happened in Balya, all these cowherds, they came back, and only in Pauganda they told all their parents about Aghasura Vadha. These cowherds do not know about Brahma Mohan Leela at all. That Aghasura Vadha, they said, yesterday, today, Krishna killed the snake. But actually, Krishna killed the snake 1 year ago. Even these people know that because they would have seen the body of the snake, which is lying there like one big guha later. But 1 year later, they're telling the story at home. That time, Parikshit asked the question to Shuka, saying, why did they wait for 1 year to tell the story that Krishna had killed Aghasura? And immediately when Parikshit asked this question, Shuka loses himself. This Brahma Mohana Leela, as you say, as we saw, is that Vishwarupa of Bhagavan. So thinking of this Brahma Mohana Leela, Shuka just for a long time, he loses himself in Samadhi. After a long time, Krichrat, it says in Bhagavad, with so much difficulty, he brought himself back to this world, and he recites this whole Brahma Mohana Leela to Parikshit. Nashyan Made Tadanu Vishwapatim Mohustvam Atva Chanu Tadati Hatadidha Mayate. Nashyan Made Tadanu Vishwapatim. After all the illusion had gone, and Brahma himself understood Vishwarupa form of the Lord, again, the Brahma bowed, he prostrated to the Bhagavan and he praised him. The Brahma Stuti is again a huge stuti in Bhagavata, about 40 odd shlokas of Brahma Stuti. There again, Brahma says, Swatmanam Atmatmataya Nirikshya. Swatmanam Atmatmataya Nirikshya. We have to see you as Atma. Swatmanam. Atma, Atmataya Niniksha. Only we see this Atma as Atma itself. Now we are seeing this Atma as Deha. We think this body is Atma. We think all who are with us, they make up Atma. We think this consciousness which is inside us, it is something that will come along with the body and go away with the body. So this is what is the conception we have. What should we know? Krishnam Atmanam Avehitvam. Atmanam Akhilatmanam. Krishnanena Madehitvam Atmanam Akhilatmanam. This Krishna, you have to understand that he is the Atma of every person, and there is nothing other than him. Even Upanishad itself says, Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. That is this Brahma Moha Leela is an explanation for that mantra of Ishavasya Upanishad. The first line of Ishavasya Upanishad is enough. Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. This whole Jagat has to be covered by Ishvara. We are covering it with ignorance, with all our negative emotions, with Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, we are covering it. We have desires from the world. No, cover it with Ishvara. Do whatever work you do, just cover it with Ishvara. It does not mean when we think of Vedanta, we think that we have to leave all our responsibilities. No. If you have a responsibility, whether at home, a personal responsibility, You have parents. You have to serve them. You have to look upon them as God and serve them. You have to cover them up with godliness. Isha vasyam idam sarvam. If you have a spouse, you have to be nice with them. You have to have that relationship with them. How? You have to look upon them as God. You have to know that they are God and serve them as God. If you have children, you have to be responsible towards them. You cannot just push them away. Oh, I'm in Vedanta. No, that is not how it should be done. They are God themselves. They are the Swarupa of Bhagavan. You have to serve them as you would serve Bhagavan. Isha vasyam idam sarvam. Any other secular or religious work that you might do, everywhere you have to cover it with the screen of Bhagavan. Isha vasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Whether it is animate or inanimate, you are all seeing this whole discourse through some virtual instrument. That also is Bhagavan. Whatever is happening is through Bhagavan. Isha vasyam idam sarvam. To show that practically Bhagavan himself has done a leela, to show that he can be everything. He is already everything. It is to specifically show that this is possible and this is how it is. Swatmana atmatmataya nirikshya. You have to understand that Krishna is your own Atma Swarupa and there is nothing other than Krishna. Once you understand that, then Dhatari, Brahma himself is understanding that now, Kodai samam pramuditay pravishan niketam, along with all your other friends, Kodai samam, you went back to your own homes. Vatalaya diva vibho paripa virogat. O Vatalaya diva, O Guruvayurappa, please eradicate, please save us from all our ailments, says Bhagavan. Going on to Dashaka 53 is the staying of Dhenukasura, so Aghasura, the form of a serpent. We have seen calf, Vatsasura, a crane and a serpent. Next is Dhenukasura in the form of a donkey. Aditya Balyam Jagatam Badetvam Upetya Bhuganda Vyoma-samskrta-pathasala. Again, the same two words, but a three uses here. Aditya Balyam. You went beyond Balya, you finished 5 years of age and you have gone into 6 years of age. Upetya Bhuganda Vyoma-samskrta-pathasala. Upetya Vatsa. So now you gave up herding calves. No more calves for me. I will go on to cows. Promotion for you. Pravarthata Goganapadanayam. Enough of herding calves. Now I can herd cows itself. So all of you started looking after cows. Upakramasyanugunaiva seyam Marupura Dishatava Pravrittihi Gotra Paritrana Krideva Tirnaha Tadeva Devara Vathastadayat. So now, starting to herd cows, it felt like a new introduction, starting of a new chapter, because this is why you have been born. In this Dashaka, you will see a lot of puns, Desha, Alankara, Bhattatri uses. You will see each of them. So the first here is Marupuradisha Tapapravritti. You started herding cows. How does it feel? Gotra Paritrana Kritevatara. Gotra here has two meanings. Gotra means herd of cows. Gotra also means the whole earth. Paritrana means to protect. So you are here, actually you have started protecting cows. Gotra Paritrana Kriti. For that you have taken avatara. You have taken avatara to protect the cows. Also this avatara is to protect the earth itself from adharma and the sthapana of dharma. So Gotra Paritrana Krite Vatirnaha Tadeva Deva. So that itself you have begun now. Now you have started protecting the cows. Later you will protect the whole earth also. So this feels like the beginning of your life. Deva Aravatastadayat Kadapi Ramena Samanvanante Vanashriyam Vikshacharan Sukhena. Along with Balarama, one day you went to the forest, and happily you were seeing everywhere and roaming around. That time, your friend Sridama, he gave you a new plan. Sridama Namnasva Sakhasya Vacha Modadaga Dhenukaka. He had heard from somebody else that there is another part of the forest where there are nice fruits. But the problem there is that there is this Asura called Dhenuka, and anybody who goes there, they are either killed by the Asura, they are chased away. So nobody dares to go into the forest. Though the fruits are very tasty and all of them want to have them, but it is not possible. So Sridama gave an idea, let us go there. Okay. Uttalatali nivahetva duktyam balena dhute tha balena dodbhyam. So you went to that part of the forest and you asked your elder brother, now start shaking all these trees. All of them are very tall trees. Uttala tala. Tala means that vriksha. All of them are uttala means all of them are very tall. Twadutya balena dhute. So he started shaking the trees. Krishna told Balarama, come on, shake the trees, let us get Dhenuka's attention. Mridu kharascha bhadat purastade phalokkaro dhenukada navopi. Mriduhu kharascha abhyapadat purastade. Mriduhu means soft, that is ripe, the ripe fruit. Karaha means that which is unripe, which is hard. Karaha usually means hard. So both ripe fruits and unripe fruits, all of them started falling to the ground. With Balarama shaking the tree, all of them started falling to the ground. Mridu kharascha abhyapadat purastade, they fell in front of you. Phalotkara means the group of fruits which are ripe and unripe, they fell in front of you. Dhenukada navopi, Dhenuka also fell in front of you. This word mriduhu and karaha goes along with Dhenuka also. Again, it is Klesha Alankara here. Karaha means donkey. A donkey which is ripe for the taking now. Now he is fallen in front of you so that you will kill him now. Mridu karaha dhenukada navopi. Mridu karaha phalokkaraha abhyapadat purastade. Mridu karaha dhenukada navaha abhyapadat purastade. So this word mriduhu and karaha goes along as a viheshana for phalokkaraha also and dhenukadanava also. Karaha has two meanings. One is hard and one means a donkey. Mriduhu means ripe. So both work for both of them. Samudyato dhenukapalane dhenukamadhya kurve. So not dhruvamagrajena suraughayodhara Rama is thinking, I am interested in the protection of cows. Dhenukapalane aham samudyatah. I am there for protecting the cows. How will I do this killing of Dhenuka? Katham vadam Dhenukamadhya kurve. So small confusion like this. Then he anyway went ahead. This fellow is a donkey and he has to be vanquished. He went ahead. Iti iva matvan dhruvamagrajena suraughayodhara. That Dhenuka, who was a trouble even for Devatas, Surastvam, you went ahead and you made Balarama kill Dhenukasura. Tadiya Bhrityanapi Chambukatvena Upagadan Agrajasanyutastvam. A lot of followers of Dhenuka there. Dhenuka had a group of people behind him. So Dhenuka is a donkey. Now that donkey Vasana has gone and he is killed. So his followers, a lot of people are there. All of them assumed the form of wolves and jackals and they came there. Jambukatvena, Jambuka means jackals. Upagata along with Balarama, you started vanquishing them. You started Tada Nirastaha. So again, they all came as Jambukas. Jambukas means jackals. Jambu Phala means those, it's something like Nagapadama rose apples as it is called in English. Those are very easy. You can easily pluck them off and keep throwing them. Very easy. Some of them like to eat them, some may not like. But it's very easy to press them. They are small fruits and easy to throw them away also. These asuras who came in the form of jackals, both you and brother, you just put on two sides and like throwing away these jambu phala, you took them and you just kept throwing them away. You vanquished them with such ease as if you would just squish a jambu phala. Jambu phalani tada nirastha. So again playing with the words jambu, jambuka and jambu phala. Again playing with another two words, nirastha, nirastha. He uses it twice. The first nirastha is a visheshana, is an adjective for Krishna. The second nirastha is a verb to show that they were vanquished, that is dashing to the ground. You just throw them. You throw the small crackers, you throw them on the ground and they make a splashing sound. And then you started throwing these jackals on the ground and killing those asuras one by one. The first nirastha means without effort. Astha means to put in a lot of effort. Nirastha, without any effort. Effortlessly, you just took them and kept dashing them to the ground. Even young boys can take that jambu phala and keep throwing them to the ground. Then effortlessly, you killed all these jackals together. So when you started slaying these Jambuka Ogha, group of jackals that had come there, you started killing them one by one. Sanamakatva varunastadanim bhayakulo Jambukana madheyam shruti prasiddham yajite manyem. Now, Jambuka is the epithet for jackals. Again, playing with words. Bhattatri's one Kalpana, he says, Varuna is also called Jambuka. The name of Varuna is also called Jambuka. In Amarkosha, it is given. But this word Jambuka for Varuna, as an epithet for Varuna, as a synonym for the Varuna Devata, is used only in the Vedas. It is not used anywhere else in the Kavyas or any other Grantha. You will not see the word Jambuka as a synonym for Varuna. But in Amarkosha, you will find it. Jambuko, Varuna, Krikasa Varsam. It is there. But in Vedas also, the word is Chumbaka. It is not Jambuka. But because it is Arsha Prayoga, I think it is changed from Jambuka to Chumbaka. Even in the Bhashya, in the Yajurveda Bhashya, if you see, there is no speciality given for the word Chumbaka. There is no meaning that is specifically given. It just says Varuna, who is known as Chumbaka. But in all other places, he is referred to as Jambuka one. That is wherever it is referred to. But it is not used anywhere else. It is used only in the Vedas. Varuno vai Chumbakaha. In the Yajurveda, it comes in the Ashwamedha, in the third Ashtaka. Even it is there in the other Shatabata Granthas also of Shukla Yajurveda. And even in Rigveda, the word Jumbaka comes. But everywhere it is Jumbaka. So that is the Arsha Prayoga, that is the Rishi Prayoga of the word Jambuka of Varuna himself. But this word Jambuka also means Varuna. Here, all the Jambukas have attacked Krishna and Krishna is killing them effortlessly. So this Jambuka Varuna became afraid that because he shares the same names with these jackals, Bhagavan may attack him also. So what he did, he kept his names secret only to Vedas. He did not let this name go out of the Vedas. This is just a poetic license that Bhattacharya has created. As you were saying, all these Jambukas, the same Jambuka Namadheyam Shruti Prasiddham. He kept it only in Shruti. He did not allow it to come out of the Vedas and he let it be only that. So that all of them will not know that Varuna is also called Jambuka. And because Krishna killed all Jambukas, Varuna is also like that. Others will not think that. And he kept the name as secret within the Vedas itself. It was confined only to the Vedas. Shruti Prasiddham Yajite Manyem Tavavatarasya Phalam Satyam Phalam Jatamiheti Balaisavam Tala Phalanya Bhuktaha. Here Krishna himself creates the Shlesha. All the celestial devas again started praising him, saying, today we have received the fruit of your avatara. By you killing Dhenukasura, it is a great relief for all of us living in the heavens. They praise Krishna like that. For them, the fruit was the killing of Dhenukasura was their fruit. Listening to the stuti, Krishna said, come on, we have this fruit now. This fruit from we have got Satyam, Adam, whatever fruit, you saying like this. True, the fruit has come here. See, we have all got fruits in our hands. Tala Palanya Bhuktaha, all the fruits from those trees, all of them started eating. So, thrice the word fruit comes in the same. Bhattacharya reads Dashaka, he has his own way. Madhudravasvanti Brihanti Tani, Phalani Medo Bharabhanti Bhuktva. Druptaishcha druptair bhavanam phalogam. Mahadbhiraga khalubalagaistam. All those fruits that were dripping with sweetness. Such wonderful fruits. Medobhara vritti. They are all nice and fleshy. They are not fruits which are made ripe by some fertilizers and chemicals. Naturally, they become so ripe and they are so fleshy. Medobhara vritti. Druptaishcha druptai. Having eaten all of that, they were all filled. They were all in a high. Having eaten so much fruit, they were also sweets and they were so high on that. Phalogam bhadhiragaha khalu balakes. They all took all of these in sacks and packets. They all took it home. Hato hato dhenukayityupetya phalanyadadhyarmadhurani lokaihi. So all of them. So a lot of people know that this part of the forest is are not approachable. So they never went to that part. Now that all of them know that Dhenuka has been killed, they all rejoice. Not only these young cowherds, whoever wanted to go to that part of the forest, all of them rejoice. Hato, hato, Dhenuka is killed, Dhenuka is killed. And everybody went there. Phalan, Yadadhihi, all the sweet fruits of that place, all of them started devouring. Jayeti Jiveti Nuto Vibhotvam. For victory to Lord Krishna, let him live long, let him live long. He has given us so much fruit, so much sweet fruit to eat. All of them praised Krishna like that. Oh Vibhotvam, oh one who are omniscient, one who is omnipresent. Vibho means that which is there everywhere is called Vibhu. Marupura Dhishwarapa Hirogate. Oh Guru Vayarappa, may you protect me from all the ailments, from the samsara roga itself. You should protect me, aim to save me from all the ailments. Bhatta 3, praise to Bhagavan. The next, Leela Bhagavan. Now we have finished multiple animals. The next animal is Kaliya, the cobra, who comes in the form of a snake again, and he approaches. We will see the Kaliya story, the previous story, the story of Kaliya and the Kaliya Nartana, in the upcoming lecture next week. Now we will open it up to questions. So anybody who has any questions, you may type the questions in the question answer panel or in the chat, and we will read it out here. If you have any questions related to Narayaneeyam, related to what we might have covered today or in the previous, please will not be do not ask general various questions regarding something. Please let us keep these questions. Those who are watching through YouTube also, you may put your questions on YouTube in the comment section. We will read it out here, and if you have any questions, we can answer that. I will just tell the Mangala Shloka, and after that, we can answer the questions. You may type the questions. Matma Bhavasittvameva Tato Navachyam Mama Kinchidasti Yatha Taveshtam Gurumam Tathaiva Tvam Atmanatham Ravanam Bhajami. For those who are interested, may ask YouTube. Any questions? So if not, from next week, if there are any general questions, general queries, you may ask at the end of the related to this discourse sessions, not related to anything else. Those questions will not be taken. Anything related to our discourse sessions, we might discuss. Gopika Jeevanasmi Kanta Jaya Jaya Ramane Hara Hara Mahadeva Sadguru Swamina Jai Ramana.